Guys, look at this. We did it. Over 100,000. Huge shout out to everybody who's been a subscriber to my channel. Thank you very much. I'm super grateful. Today though, we are in a hurry because we need to take all the stuff that we packed and head off to the airport to go pick up the Huracan in Southern California. So let's just rip over to the airport now. And we're here. Tyler, you excited?
Yeah.
Off to California. I love you.
Get your hands out of the water. God. Oh. Guys.
Love you.
Here we go, Tyler. First of 2 flights. Hey, Stradman. Sweet Maple Lounge, where all the girls smell like maple syrup. Just for you, buddy. Okay, we made it through customs. Now what? Food?
Yeah.
You want what? You think because I made you stand by the moose? No. All right, last leg. Next stop, California. Boom, we made it. I'm excited. I just got the camera put up on the gimbal because it's gonna be a lot smoother. So these guys do like make cars go faster type of thing. That's the daughter version. Everything went well with that thing?
It did.
Sweet.
Yeah. Mike's done all the work. New exhaust.
So yeah, I'm pumped. I mean,
Super crazy exhaust.
so we got a brand new VF Engineering exhaust put on and some new software to go with it. You guys want to fire it up?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to hear it. Right away. So I mean, since I got the supercharger,
Yes.
you guys didn't have, it was in development, but you didn't have the exhaust yet, right? So this is a fairly new thing.
It is. It's a less restrictive exhaust compared to the stock exhaust.
Right.
It's devalved, so it doesn't have the function of opening up the valves or quiet mode, depending on your load.
It just is what it is.
It's open.
Yeah, it's great.
It has some silencers in it to,
Okay.
constrain the sound somewhat.
Yeah.
But it really is
Yeah, it's
designed.
not a straight pipe.
No, it's not a straight pipe.
Thank God.
Or a test pipe, as some people
Yeah,
call those things.
yeah.
But it's really designed to work with the supercharger.
Great.
The biggest challenge that we have with forced induction is a lot of people are using aftermarket exhausts,
Yeah.
which are really fantastic pieces.
Mm-hmm.
They work really well, but only with normally aspirated engines, which
That's
is
right.
what they're designed for. The theory behind it is the engine is technically a processor. It's processing air.
Yeah.
So the more air it's going to process, the more it needs to expel. So as it's processing the air, it's creating heat, and you want to get that heat out. If you run an exhaust that's too narrow or doesn't allow enough velocity, then it will create heat buildup, which will then work its way back to the valves and effectively melt the engine. So in order to keep a car cool and for it to run for prolonged periods at high speeds and run through the RPM ranges and all the gears, you've got to help keep it cool at the top end and throughout its entire RPM band. And the exhaust is one of the most critical components to keeping the exhaust gas temperatures within a certain range. So if the exhaust gas temperatures are not within a range, then you run a lot of risk on overheating the engine and potentially damaging it. But ultimately that hurts your performance. So
Right.
if you run a corked up exhaust, then ultimately you won't be able to do back-to-back repeatable runs. The car would actually then get slower and slower. So we've made an exhaust that's bigger and capable of supporting the power levels that this engine is processing the air out with our supercharger.
Don't mind me. This does get heavy. So when I was holding it there with my right arm for a bit, I was like, as soon as Nick has a break in his sentences, I'm switching arms.
That's a rig.
I really appreciate this. This is amazing. And so far I am, as you can tell from my videos, like super happy with the power. The reliability is the big one for me personally. I rely on this car. It's really a part of the channel. It's a character, and it needs to be, when I need it, it needs to be working. And that was my fear, is that, not that I think twin turbo kits are fine, but from the people that I know that have owned them, and they don't even drive as hard as I drive, they've all had multiple issues. And I know they've gotten more reliable, but I also don't need 1,500 horsepower. I just don't. Not to be in a controlled state to do the stunting that I do, as I've done recently. Did you like the donuts around
With
the
this rad
man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Phenomenal video. Thank you.
Show me. Okay, so what I'd like to do is, since we're here, I'd like to do kind of a quick one-over, kind of what everything is. A little bit about, like, okay, there's Hex tuning,
Right.
and then there's VF engineering.
Right.
And
So basically, Hex Tuning
yeah,
is
I'll let you talk,
yeah,
and I'll hold the
Tuning,
camera
it's
with
a
2
software
hands.
brand that we have
Yeah.
at VF. We've been creating supercharger kits for 18, 19 years. For the first 10 years, we were having another company create the software for us. And for the last 7, 8 years, we've been doing it ourselves. And so we chose to call our software division Hex Tuning. So not only do we calibrate our own supercharger kits in-house, but we also create off-the-shelf software and custom calibration for production cars such as M4s, M5s, AMGs, C63s, Aventadors, a whole range.
I'll do a quick walkthrough and show
Yeah.
people the cars.
Right.
Let's talk about what's here and what you're doing to it. So
Yeah.
right away I see an M4.
Absolutely. This M4 just came in a couple of hours ago.
Great spec, by the way.
Yeah.
I love white.
It's got a great contrast with the roof, the
Yeah.
carbon roof. And this owner wanted to come in for some power, and he didn't really know what the key options were in the market, but he had done his research and came to us, and we'll pretty much have him in and out in 2 hours. The M4s are all security locked with tampering for the ECU programming. So
Really?
so we actually had to pull out the ECU physically and unlock it on the bench, put it back in. But from that point on, we just program it through the OBD2 port.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So the same thing with M5s, M6s, X5Ms. Most of the F series are all locked that way from factory.
Interesting. So you've got right here some stuff kind of pulled apart in the
Exactly.
engine bay.
Yeah, this was like a 15-minute operation. We literally removed the intake manifold because the ECU sits underneath it.
Right.
This is the charge cooler that actually sits on top of all of it. And it's temporarily set to the side while Mike, our tech, is unlocking the ECU on the bench.
I love how they say that's a 15-minute job when you know what you're doing. All right, and then what else do we have in here? We've got
A 2013. It's a limited edition Lime Rock
Yeah.
M3. It's called.
Yeah.
It's a V8 with a manual transmission.
European plated R8,
Yeah,
and this is
it's
it's a V8.
Yep, it just came in and it'll be getting supercharged. We created a supercharger for the V8 back in 2009.
Yeah.
So it's been a very popular application. It's a bolt-on kit. Takes 3 or 4 days to do the entire job. Adds 150 horsepower to it.
That's
And,
huge. That's huge for this.
Tremendous for this car. It really wakes it up.
Well, it's only a 420 horsepower engine as is.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's probably the throttle response and everything that comes along with that kit would be a huge improvement. Okay, guys, if you need any tuning or you want to go and get a supercharger, you know who to call. Thanks for your time. I appreciate the shop tour.
Thanks, Damon.
And I'll be back soon. I know we've got some projects as far as video production goes in the works because I've got their product. So who better to beat the hell out of it and show that it's reliable and amazing. So I'll see you guys soon.
Very good.
Oh, that exhaust sounds so good. Brand new exhaust, new software. I'm excited, Tyler. Did it sound good?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love the exhaust from VF Engineering. Listen to this. I'm sitting in between 2 buildings right now, by the way. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea it was going to be that good. I mean, to be totally honest, I was like, these guys make superchargers. I don't know. Can they make a crazy exhaust? Yes, they can. Tyler, this is it. Moment of truth. RPMs. This thing is so fast. They did do new software. It feels quicker. What the hell? How did they do that? Here, what?
It's really nice.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I love it.
I just got an exhaust on.
Oh, it sounds so nice.
Listen. Woo! Oh, I love it.
Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time.